Guys, what's up? I'm Sir Jiggles, and today I'm going to be telling you the 5 tips I've used to get better in Valorant. Let's go. Alright, guys, so number 1 is standing still while shooting. This is a really important thing that you need to do in Valorant. I did not figure this out for a while when I started playing the game, but if you're moving while shooting, it drastically decreases the accuracy of your shots. I knew it was a thing. I just had such a hard time getting it down, but I'm telling you guys, it is one of the most important things, if not the most important thing, to work on when you first start playing the game. It's going to be very difficult to get a kill if you don't practice this and, really work on your ability to stop before you shoot. It is the key to being a good Valorant player. Alright guys, so the second thing on the list is how to peek. This is another thing I really struggled with when I first started playing the game, is how to peek an angle. I kept wide swinging angles and I was finding that I just kept getting headshotted and could not get a kill anywhere. After I watched a few videos and started to play the game more, I realized that the main thing is you need to jiggle peek or slow swing around corners. Almost never the right option is wide swinging. I mean, let's be honest, if you wide swing an angle and someone's holding it, 9 out of 10 times they're going to hit the shots on you to make it so you die. So guys, just remember to always try to jiggle peek. You just press left and then right on your keyboard, D and then A, or A and then D, and you have that split second in between where you have an opportunity to actually hit that opponent and do damage while they don't have that easy peek on you where you're just wide swinging around the corner. You don't have any aim because you're not standing still and you just end up dying. Just make sure that you peek around corners slowly or jiggle peek and you'll be fine. Alright guys, number 3, when to take fights. A big problem that newbies have in Valorant, and I have too all the time, is when to take a fight. I mean, there's just so many opportunities you have to get in there when you see your teammates fighting or when you just know that they're stacked at a certain site. But a big thing you have to learn is when to actually take those shots, when to peek those corners, and when to put in all the other things into play. If you're peeking corners in a 2v3 or a 3v4 when you're down a man and you don't know if you're going to get that kill, it's just, a 50-50 chance whether or not you get that kill, it's not a good time to take that fight. A big problem I had when I first started playing the game was I always wanted to fight every player. I kept re-peeking corners and I ended up dying for it a lot. A lot of players know how to shoot better than I did, and a lot of players knew how to, hold angles better than I did. So when you re-peek a corner, you're just putting yourself in a situation to die. A lot of the times as well, you're going to plant the bomb. There's going to be more enemies, but you're going to have that bomb down. You actually have the advantage at that point. You need to just play slow, take a tight corner, and don't peek anything unless your teammates are telling you that they're turned around and they're an easy free kill. You need to make sure that you stay hidden and away and holding an angle so that your team has the best chance of winning. Don't take fights that you're not going to win when you're in those situations. Also, at the beginning of the game, let your duelists open up and frag for your team. Don't be greedy and don't try to peek corners that might have a player standing at them. Number 4 is economy. It's a word you're going to hear a lot when you're watching pro gameplay or even some better people if you're watching Twitch or anything. It is just a word used to describe how much money you have and how you use it. Economy is one of the most important things in the game. It's how you are transferring your money that you've gotten each round to your weapons and utilities. As a new player, you're going to want to just buy every round. You're going to be like, I want a Spectre this round, I'm going to buy that. And you aren't really going to look at how you're saving, how much money you're going to have next round, how much money the enemy has, and what you're going to do with it. A lot of the times when you don't pay attention to that sort of thing, you're going to end up having rounds where you can only buy a pistol, or you're going to end up having rounds where you're stuck with something lower like a Stinger or a Marshall, and it's just not going to be a good place for you and your team to be in when they want to full buy that round. So you need to pay attention to how much money you have, how much money is coming in the next round, and if you guys lose a round early on into the game, it's better to just save your money and play a pistol round and not put yourself at a deficit for the next 3 or 4 rounds instead of just one. Just make sure you're always paying attention to your money, and make sure you're paying attention to how much you're saving into the next round. Alright guys, last but certainly not least is playing with your team. This builds off of everything that I've gone over in the last 4 segments: economy, like shooting, all of that. You just need to make sure that you're playing with the rest of your team and you guys are on the same page of what you want to do each round, whether that's pushing a site, buying, playing slow, playing fast. All of those things go together when it comes to this. You need to be able to tell your teammates what you're going to do, and you need to be able to let them tell you what they want to do as well. You need to be able to get those frags off of each other when you double peek a corner, or when an enemy kills them. You need to be able to kill that enemy, or you're going to let them have the opportunity to just come around a corner and wipe you guys all out because you're all looking in different directions and you're all doing your own thing. It puts you guys at a huge deficit, and it doesn't allow you to be the best player you can be. So just make sure you're always communicating with your team and you're always letting them know what you want to do each round. It's going to make your chances to win games go up by tenfold. And I'm telling you guys, it's the most important thing in the entire game. Valorant is a team-based game, and you need to be with your team in order for you to have a chance to win. Alright guys, so those are my 5 tips to help you out in Valorant. Drop a comment below if you used any of these, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like button, subscribe, all that jazz. Thanks you guys so much, and peace. I'll catch you in the next one.